Hello, PMC fans. It is the Commissioner yet again. I don't know what my name is. My name is something. It'll be in the description possibly. But we have another competitor, another interview, and it is my good friend, the Bee's Knees. Say hello.
Hello.
Oh my. Well, first off, Bee's Knees, we'd like to welcome you to the D League.
Thanks, man. We're finally in the PMC.
Adam the Bee's Knees is finally here. He is finally one of us. And with that, we shall just hop right in and get this interview popping, shall we? Now, Adam, would you like to introduce everybody the team that you will be representing in the D League?
I will be representing the Kansas City Kakunas. I have no idea if my logo is going to appear, but it looks pretty fly. We've been in the UBC, the Orange League, and now the PMC.
Yep, his logo, Twitch, hello?
Twitter.
His logo, Twitter, and YouTube will all be on the screen, so you all will be able to check him out. Please, he makes great competitive content when he actually has the opportunity to upload, because people are horses and they like to bother him. But
Yes.
please check him out, people. Show
Yeah.
your support.
Alright, yeah, definitely.
Now,
Reaching-
Adam,
Yeah.
how long, if at all, have you been playing League format? Now, you said you were in the UBC, which happens to be the league that you own yourself.
Yeah, we're going on our third season after this one. I'm actually doing very well in that. I am #1 right now, so hopefully that continues down the road in playoffs. But okay, so me and a group of friends, Vertigo, Jack, we all did our quote-unquote leagues. Probably like 2 years ago is where we started. It wasn't anything truly competitive. I mean, the draft format was kind of shaky, but you can say that's where I started, and I've progressed a lot since then.
You heard it here, people. Adam, I have, oh my goodness, I just completely lost what word I was gonna use to describe the situation, but he's one of my top competitors coming into the D League. I
Why,
predict
thank
him
you, Jspeckz.
to do
Why, thank you.
very, very well. And
I mean, I hope so. My team's pretty fly, if you ask me. Or well, at least what I plan to draft.
alright, and now, Adam, do you prefer Showdown or Wi-Fi for your league?
Showdown, 100%. Not to bash on your league, I just like Showdown because it's so much easier to do.
I mean, that's the only reason, because it's easier to do.
Okay, well, it's weird that I don't like calcing level 50s, and like, yeah, most of it is just easier. Like, let's say you have an E-speed intake, sometimes the Jenna might not be able to work that out, or something like that. I just think, and I would think it's more, you can get on with someone else in a better time than DS, just because you have to make sure you have your 3DS with you. Like, this is a bad example, but on Showdown you can play on your phone, worst case scenario. DS, you need Wi-Fi and you need to have your DS. Though I agree that 3DS it looks a lot better and more professional. I would say that much, yeah. But I'd go with Showdown.
In my opinion, I like 3DS more than Showdown because
Yeah.
you're more invested. It feels more official. Showdown, anybody can throw a Showdown league. It's just
Yeah,
like, hey,
you're
look,
right.
let's go into the Showdown chat rooms and ask if anybody wants to join the league. Whereas a Wi-Fi league, it takes a lot of time, and I mean,
And 3DS capture card, which courteously of your league, you're allowing those who don't have capture cards to like
yeah,
hook us up.
that's not an issue. We'll be able to record for them, but it's just like, I feel more proud when I upload a Wi-Fi battle league type of thing rather than Showdown. Because Showdown, you can literally just wake up, go to the replay, and record it like, yeah.
Oh, I definitely agree with professional looks. Yeah, you're right about that. I just prefer. I mean, I'm an easygoing guy. I'll do either one. I just prefer Showdown because you're right. It is easier. It may not be the most professional, but in just my opinion, it's just so much nicer.
Yeah, no, I have no problem. Well, I can't say I don't have a problem with Showdown. I'm fine with Showdown as far as simpleness goes. My only thing against Showdown is I feel like hacks is tenfold.
That's what a lot of people do say. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I've only had like 2 really bad hacks experience. I can't say anything about a 3DS because I haven't had that yet. But I don't know if it's just computer or if it's just bad luck. It might just be
I mean,
nothing.
I honestly think it's whoever made the Showdown, that algorithm is whack. Because I remember I played a league battle that was supposed to be on Wi-Fi, but the person couldn't play. And we ended up playing on Showdown, and he crit burned me with Talon Flame like 5 times in a row to win the match.
True, the skill.
And then I played me and my friend Kyle, who was also in this league. You guys will see his interview soon as well. Me and him were just playing some Battle Factory, and he missed 3 head smashes in a row.
Head smash, man. That's the
And
word.
then I hacked him to death with Arceus Poison.
Hey, but don't forget about your battle versus Vertigo.
Oh yeah, that was literally the one hacks battle. You know, I mean,
I'm just messing. I'm sure.
no, I understand. I see what you're saying. But it's just like, I don't know. It seems like when I'm on Showdown, every single battle has ridiculous amounts of hacks.
Hey, yeah. I can understand that for sure. Yeah.
All right, now let's continue to move on, Adam. Without relaying any information regarding your play style or your thoughts going into this, what is your favorite Pokemon to use in this format?
Ooh, that's a tough one. And favorite Pokemon to use? Reuniclus.
Nice.
Reuniclus is my favorite Pokemon to use. There's a couple good throwouts like Kyurem Black, Crobat. I think those are phenomenal Pokemon. Greninja too, but I've got to go with Reuniclus on this one.
I mean, I kind of have to agree with you. I love Reuniclus's diversity. You can run a Magic Guard, you can run a Regen, you can run a Calm Mind. It does whatever you need to do, and it hits like a freaking truck.
Yeah.
Alright, and now branching off of that, what mon do you think is overrated in this format, Adam?
What's overrated?
Now, like I've done in the previous interviews, I'll give you a few examples from the previous interviews. Jack said, I believe Jack said Mega Altaria, Jack said Mew. Like, we've had Mew thrown around a few times, Mega Altaria thrown around a few times. What's another one that, oh my goodness, Kyle told me one that kind of threw me off. I can't really remember that one. I might have to go back and check, but yeah, stuff like that is what, oh yeah, Kyle said Zard X was his most overrated Pokemon in this format. So I mean, what do you think?
Going off of that, I don't want to say Mew. I don't want to say Clefable because I think that's another one that is either yes or no. I honestly don't think the Charizards are that great either. I think they are a little one-dimensional. They're both 4 times weak to rock. I personally think Y can be a little bit stronger in a league format just because nothing stops it. While Charizard X, if you have a decent wall with T-Wave, you can shut it down pretty quick as long as it doesn't set up on your face, and then again you have rocks. And and Fairy type's a good check against Charizard X. Other than that, there's not a lot that come off to the top of my head. Like, sometimes the overrated is correct. They're just that good. You got Manaphy, which can just sweep you. You got Clefable, like I said. I mean, yeah, I'd have to go with Charizard off the top of my head right now without looking at a list. Charizard.
So, just Charizard in general, meaning Charizard Y
X
and
preferably, but both. X mainly.
Alright. Funny enough, I don't really see Charizard Y in this format all too much.
I know. It's like you want it, and you have to be comfortable with the 4 times rock weakness, which a lot of people aren't, including myself.
Alright, understandable. Now, Adam, what is your favorite type of playstyle in this format, and what is your least favorite playstyle in this format?
Favorite type of playstyle is bulky offense. Just because you have your walls, you have your power, and you can maneuver around. That's the playstyle I'm most comfortable with. That's the playstyle I've won multiple games with. My least favorite playstyle is probably just ridiculous hyper offense or ridiculous stall. Either one of those extremes, just because they can be taken advantage of so easily, and if you don't have, let's say, your bulkier Pokemon to take a hit, you can be stopped by something that hits harder than your offense. Or you can be outstalled by something that doesn't care about Toxic or Will-O-Wisp from a stall team. So I'd say either one of those extremes. Me personally, I hate stall. That's kind of hard for you to imagine just because I like to use stall on my teams, but I hate pure stall, and I also hate pure offense, so either one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say you like to use stall. You like both, but I hate stall myself. Oh my goodness. If somebody brings a stall team against me on the ladder, I most likely quit.
It takes a while.
Yeah, it's just annoying to play around. But, alright, I like that. I like it. So you're a happy medium guy, you know?
Yeah, I'm a happy medium guy.
Too
for
far
sure.
over on either side. I mean, I originally said I'm a hyper offensive player, but I guess I can say I'm more of a bulky offensive player. I love my offense, but I never like to just have all offense.
Gotta have a couple walls, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to go all offense and then nothing to take hits. Even though I don't like, but I also don't like passive walls. So, it's stuff like that. Okay, how do you feel, Adam? I feel like this is going to be a really good question for you. How do you feel about the suspect test additions that we've added to this season? And if you don't know what they are exactly, I can go over them for you again.
I hate them all.
You hate them all, seriously.
Practically. Okay, so I'm a guy who likes nice and even tiering, nothing like overrated goes too high, nothing underrated goes too low. Like, for example, Lando I is my best example. Lando I is allowed in many tiers. Yours regularly. I think it's too good. And it can sweep teams. But for your suspect test, Protein Greninja, which is one of the best Pokemon in a draft format. The reason why I didn't think it was in the previous question, because I don't see it as a draft Pokemon. Hoopa Unbound is ridiculously too strong and overpowered in my opinion. Mega Metagross, but Mega Metagross is like, it's just, if you can take Mega Metagross...
Wait. So
What?
you think Hoopa Unbound is more broken than Mega Metagross? Because funny enough, a lot of people are fine with Mega Metagross. They're more so upset with Greninja.
Mega Metagross, I think, is not as bad. It's weird, because I would ban Mega Metagross, but out of your bans, I think Hoopa Bound is a little more dangerous, because it doesn't matter how slow it is if you can scarf it, and if you can predict around a good U-turn, you're fine. Greninja, obviously that thing's too overpowered. There's nothing to say about it. It will die to a hit if you can get it off, but it most likely will outspeed and do a lot of damage. You have Genesect, right? Now, that's a cool one, in my opinion. That's a really cool one. We're going to have to see how that works in the season. I can't say much about Genesect because I don't know how it works.
Same with me. I don't play Ubers, which is why I was okay with letting it in. Because I wanted to see how it functioned. Because looking at its stats, it didn't seem that dreadful. But obviously it has download, and it has the ability to run all those Techno Blasts.
And it's got a freaking great-ass move pool. Dude, it's got Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, U-Turn.
Yeah, it has all the coverage that oh wow, wait, it has all that. It doesn't really need the Techno Blast.
And it's got Shift Gear.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what Genesect brings to the pool. But as far as Protein Greninja, I mean, I really want to. I've never seen it in League format just because it's been banned by default every single time. Like nobody even gave it a chance.
It's just like, if it's like, you know how people view Mew as good? That's like taking that, but just taking out all the defense Mew can have and shoving it in offense, and its offense is 10 times better. Just because Greninja's got such a great move pool to go with it. Its offensive stats, physically, it's not bad. Especially, it's great. And if you combine Stab on anything, you can even dodge around moves that would be super effective to immunities, like Shadow Sneak. If a Lopunny was going for high jump kick, and you go for Shadow Sneak, even though it won't hit, that thing crashes and burns. and then you can come in and attack it if you were scarfed or so. If you were, or switch out into something that would take care of Lopunny better. I just think Greninja is super good. I mean, I guess I'd agree. Yeah, Greninja's probably the worst out of the bunch. Is there any more I didn't cover?
Mega Latios, Mega Latias, and then Volcanion is another edition.
Volcanion, that's like Genesect. I want to see Volcanion used. And the Lotties, I basically like. It's just, do you want 4 Lotties in the game or not? They're okay. I don't think they're worth a ban or worth not. It's just, do you want 4 Lotties in play? That's just, I believe that's the main reason why they're banned. I don't think they're overpowering or over-centralizing. I think they're fine. It's just, I would think if you were going to look at the Lotties, you can either have one or the other, like, you know what I mean? Have 2 running around through the rosters. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Alright people, we got it right there. We got Adam's thoughts on the suspect test. Very nice. He went in depth. I appreciate it. It's not like he just was like, I hate you. He explained his thought process on why he feels the way he feels about the additions, and that's all we can ask for. Now, Adam, this is a question branching off of the one you just answered.
Okay.
Are there any other mons you'd like to see allowed in this format that are currently banned?
Yeah.
Because I mean, oh, go ahead.
Okay. No and yes, because no, like I said, as a guy who likes tier, I don't want anything to throw that off. But, and the GPA did this at one point, I want to see a Geoslash used. I want to see a Geoslash brought in. I think that thing is really cool. It's got a good move set. Well, it's got an okay move set, but if you can, it's like, it's based on the coach who uses it, if it thrives or not. You can, I don't think there's any other main Ubers Pokemon, if I can remember. Blaziken would be too overpowered.
Because I mean, some people say Deoxys speed would be alright, Deoxys defense would be alright, Darkrai with no Dark Void would be alright, stuff like that. But Aegislash, I mean, I considered it, but then again, it's weird. It's like,
it's a weird Pokemon.
I feel like it's one of those situations where in a league-based format where it can be prepped for, it can be stopped. That's how I feel with Greninja. Like, I know Greninja is very dangerous and it's able to do whatever it wants to do, which is why a lot of people consider locking it down to only its X and Y move slot, which, if we do allow it into Season 2, that might be what it's shut down to, just its X and Y move slot, thinking about it, because that takes away its brokenness. But, I mean, I don't know, man. The most broken thing to me about Aegislash is King Shield. I don't see Aegislash shutting down a fire type. I mean, I don't.
And if you can Will-O-Wisp a Geoslash, I mean, it could be special, but you would stop it from at least Swords Dancing on you. So, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, but that's the one I want to see tested. I think the Deoxys is, you know, they don't do much, but they just a lot of hazards. They're just annoying Pokemon. If you really want them, sure, they're just going to be a nuisance on your team.
Guaranteed hazards with Deoxys speed.
Guaranteed nothing will outspeed that.
Hazards.
Yeah, Spikes and Belfrar. Right?
Just run Scarf Psycho Boost just so that nobody can outspeed you ever.
Yeah.
My goodness, that would be hilarious. Alright, let's, so Adam, do you have a strategy going forward? And by this I mean, are you drafting to fit a certain strategy? Do you have a strategy going into every game so far, like predetermined, or are you just gonna go with the flow and just differ for every opponent you face?
It's kind of weird because I've thought about this before, and sometimes I really don't have a strategy. I bring 6 Pokemon that I think will work well against my opponent, and I play with those the best that I can, not with a specific goal, like to sweep with this Pokemon, or to outstall with this Pokemon. I mean, I think it's important to have a strategy, but if that strategy goes out the door, you have to think on your feet. And maybe that's why I don't have an initial strategy, because I don't want to just freeze up and say, what do I do now? So I just kind of like to throw any of my team that I will get the best 6 and use them. Doesn't matter what tier they're in, as long as I think they can get the job done, no matter what the job is, whether it's outstall or offense, but with no real specific strategy, if that makes sense, I think I can win. So I guess go with the flow, if you will.
That's fair enough. I mean, that's how I pretty much go about every draft. I don't like to plan my draft just because when you plan, snipes happen.
Oh yeah.
I pretty much go with the flow myself there. Now, how confident are you heading into the draft and overall as far as the league? How well do you think you're going to be able to do this season?
Well, I'm in a good place in the draft. I will say that. I feel like I'm going to get very good Pokemon in the beginning and ease off towards the end. I mean, I'm a good battler. I mean, that's ego, sure, but I do believe I'm a good battler. I think I will do very well in this season. I do. Unless I get shut in my face like I did in the Orange League where I had to crawl my way back, I think I will do pretty well.
You hear it yourself, people. Confidence isn't necessarily ego, and this man is clearly confident. And sometimes you need to bring that to competitions like this. I mean, if you're not confident, you're just going to get dropped on your neck. So, Adam, what do you bring to the PMC that no one else does?
I mean, I bring a winner to the PMC, Jspeckz.
Oh my, you heard it here, people. He brings a winner, not a horse, but
Oh.
a winner.
I'd like to say I bring more competitive into the PMC. I mean, I'm sure it's very competitive, but I would like to add to that flame, if you will. So yeah, just, I don't know, make some friends, have a good time.
That's just the best way to look at it, man. And the competition level is at an all-time high.
It's pretty good.
I feel as if the D-League took a little step up. And then again, I can say it's comparable to Season 1 because we had our newbies in Season 1, just like we have our newbies in the D-League. But
I mean, Jack's in the
part
D-League.
is very competitive.
Jack's in the D-League. That's going to be good. I need to beat Jack again and again and again. Can't beat me.
Oh man, this season is going to be amazing, I tell you that. Now, who would you say are your top threats going into this season, Adam?
I would say Jack, but I've always beaten him. So,
Shots fired, people. Me and Doge, you better not take that lying down.
Just based on rumor, I want to say Aki and Trev.
Yeah, I can go ahead and confirm that. Trev wins. He won the MPL 2 times in a row. So Trev's a really good battler. And Aki is usually the winner in all of the leagues I've seen him play in.
Yeah, so those two for sure. I would be fine if I got in top 3 with those two and dish it out from there on. Yeah, so biggest threats are those two.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, who are you most excited to play against this season?
Oh, it's always good to play against Jack. To get him upset when I win. I am excited to play Aki and Trev. I've never battled them before. I know they're great. Looking at your roster, I don't know that many people. I know CJ, I know RG. Those will be some good battles. CJ, I really want to beat again, or not beat again. I really want to battle again and beat him this time. All I can say is there's a lot of unknown, so I'm just looking to have fun and battle everyone.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, is there anyone that you don't want to play, Adam?
No. No team strikes a challenge. Well, they're all a challenge, but no team seems so difficult to not at least give your best and try to overcome. I mean, I'm not scared by any means, and I'm not confident that I will beat everyone by any means. I think everyone's equally as talented, and I think it's just going to be fun. I want to battle everyone.
Yeah, funny enough, this league is pretty competitive. The only ones I can say, like I was saying before, the newbies are Max. But if none of you have seen his interview, I mean, he pretty much did shots fired to all of you. He's coming for all of your jugulars. So you guys better be, the maximum Charizards are coming for the cup, man. He made it known that he's coming for that title, so you all better be aware. And I'm really I mean, this is his first league, but hopefully he lives up to that hype. And I want to see if he can take the bees knees down to their bees knees.
I don't know if I even battle max. I mean, I don't know. I know I battle.
Let me check the schedule right now. Let me get a little preview. I'm obviously not gonna drop when the match will happen, but I will just get some visual aid for myself. Let me check, people. Let me check. Hashtag bees knees versus maximum Charizards.
Am I allowed to say divisions and stuff?
Yeah, you could if you want. Oh, and you do play Max. In fact, I will drop this. You play Max week 10. That's beautiful.
Oh wow, I know Aki's in my division. So I do play Max. That's great. I actually don't believe I play Trev. But so.
No, you do not.
Yeah. So So I believe I battled most of these guys, and who knows, if I don't battle them, I'm sure I'll meet them in the playoffs.
Indeed. I am so hyped for this, people. Again, I'm probably gonna say this in every video, but the stream will be on my Twitch most likely next week. We're just waiting to finish up the little bit of graphics we have left to finish for that draft, and then it will kick off, and then from there the league will start, people. Now, Adam, I only have one more question for you, my friend. Who will be the PMCD League Season 1 champion?
Who else? Myself, obviously.
So can I write it down as the Bees Knees for Season 1 champion?
Oh, yes, you can write it down.
The first slot to join the PMC Season 2 main roster?
That's right, yeah.
People, you've heard it here. This was Jspeckz interviewing the Bees Knees, and we're going to get on out of here. Catch me again for another interview, and keep an eye on both the league and Adam's channel to keep up with his matches. Alright, people?
Yep.
Good day.
Bye, guys.